back. So I'm going to try to do lives every Sunday. I mean, I'm not going to say for sure they'll be every Sunday, depending on what's going on in my life, but 1 o'clock Sunday, Central Time in America. And maybe I'll just call them small Sundays, you know, because there's miniatures. So today I'm going to talk about the storybook cottage home that I have that I call it the Mother Goose Storybook Cottage, or I can call, or I change it up sometimes. Sometimes I call it the cottage or the Mother Goose. I don't know. I change the words sometimes on that, but whatever. So this is the kitchen, and I am going to do new wallpaper, and that'll be a surprise coming, and it's going to be probably here in a week. And this wallpaper was just craft paper. And when I originally did this home, I was going to do it on a more of a budget, but I love it so much that I want to upgrade a little on it. So this wallpaper here, the seam here is absolutely awful. I tried my best to match it, but I didn't have enough paper, so it literally looks hodgepodge. So I want something nicer, and I also want just a cuter wallpaper. The one I got is super whimsical, and it's actually called Storybook. So it reminds me a little bit of my actual wallpaper in this room. That's very whimsical, and there's animals in it and flowers and botanicals. And what I got is going to have mushrooms and deer and maybe bunnies. I can't remember. I have to look at it again. But I ordered from the company before, and I put that wallpaper in the Victorian house, and it's self-adhesive. You pay a little bit more for it because it is $22 for a sheet, but it's a pretty large sheet. I only had to get one for this room, so it's $22 and free shipping actually. And I think it comes from Ohio, so that's not very far from me because I'm in Illinois, so I'm sure it's going to ship fast. Anyways, it's going to be easy to do because it's self-adhesive, so I don't have to put glue on it or anything, and I did it before, so I know it's going to be easy to do. And I'm so excited about it. So I am going to leave that wall back there the same because I like this wall here because it matches, coordinates with this wallpaper, which was craft paper too, but I actually like this craft paper look. I mean, the pattern on it, I think it looks really nice in this room because upstairs is that. So all these really coordinate. So I thought the mushrooms that are going to be in the new wallpaper kind of is that reddish color, so that will look good too with that. And it just, like I said, it looks like nature. It looks like storybook, literature, children's literature, I mean, and very whimsical, just like, you know, the theme of this house. And so that will be coming up. And then I also am struggling with the landscaping for this house. Even though it's not very much, all I need to do is cover this little area here. It's a very small area. So what I'm going to do is get some foam board. I'm ordering that, and I'm just going to cut it to size. And I'm not going to glue it down because then I can change it with the seasons. I can do it with spring, you know, the whole seasons. But I'm struggling with material because it's not cheap to get covering for it. It's on Etsy, it's expensive, even on Amazon. And then you don't know what you're going to get. It's kind of been a struggle. But these came from Temu, and of course they're cheap. And I'm liking them for like accent pieces. So I could do like mostly green in here, and then I can put a little pieces of this here and there. This would be probably more like the fall theme one. And then this is like spring or summer, and it's a longer grass on this one. But I just thought it would look nice and to change up the seasons because I'm excited about making this look like a winter land too here when winter comes. Winter is one of my favorite seasons, and fall. Summer is my least favorite, to be honest. Right now it's super humid here and I hate it. I totally hate it. The cicadas are buzzing like crazy, which that doesn't bother me, but I just don't like humid. So anyways, besides that, I do want to do a summer scene too, but I am looking forward to the winter. So I did get these, if you saw my last video, and I really like them because they have the bulbs that look like they're from the 40s or so, and I can do them those different ways. So one thing I thought I could do is like do them loopy, like a garland this way, and then I could put them or straight, because like this part would be straight. So I could just put them up like this. That looks cute, you know? And then I could even maybe spray them a little with white. Maybe get some of that spray that you can spray to look like white flakes on it. Actually looks way cuter than I even thought it would. And there's so much here. So it was a lot, and I got 5 of them. And also I probably should change out my window boxes with the seasons too. That would be really cute, like a winter Christmassy scene or just wintry scene. I don't know. I have a lot of ideas, obviously. But the other thing I got was this. So I have no idea what I'm going to do with this because it's just loose. And I don't know if I should just spread it out evenly on the landscape. I was even thinking, because the green doesn't make a lot of sense to me, just green spread out with leaves, because usually leaves don't fall like that in the summer. But in the fall, they definitely do. So I was thinking, even to spread this out even more for fall, I would mix the two, because that often happens, right? So green and the orange could be mixed just for the fall covering. So I think that would be cool. And then I also want to put some lighting out here eventually. And then when I do the garland with the Christmas colored lights, I definitely want to get some kind of lighting that has colored lights to go into that. So it almost looks like the bulbs are lit, even though they're not. Gosh, I don't even know what more to say about this. I thought it was going to take me a longer period. It's only been 6-7 minutes. I don't know, maybe I should even decorate this eventually, the greenhouse. I don't know what to do with the greenhouse. So it's not really a greenhouse. This is actually a potting shed. So it's real little. And I put that shelf in there, and then I added some rocks to the side. And an artisan made this, and I just put pots in there, you know, because it's a potting shed. And then I have my little peat moss and things like this just outside the potting shed. I really like the sides of it with the ivy and everything, or not ivy, with the vine. And I don't know, I'm not going to like add to this like for spring and summer, I don't think. I don't know though, maybe I will. I shouldn't say never, right? Because never should say never. I will. I'm always changing what I'm going to do anyways. So I'm going to give you a little preview of this item that I just got in the mail. That is a new seller that I never had bought from before, and it came right away, and also was very good packaging and very high-end and nice. And so I took a chance on her and I bought it, and I absolutely love it, and I think I'm going to go back and buy another thing from her. But when I do get the wallpaper done, I'm going to hang this, because I know you're like, what's this? Well, anyways, it's going to be hung right here above the oven. So what this is, I'll show you, drum roll, because I'm so excited about it. So it's this piece. And oh my gosh, look at it's like hand carved. Now, I don't know if it is or not, but it sure looks like it. I mean, if someone told me it was, I would believe them. It even has these 2 hooks here, so I don't have to worry about how to put it up. I can just do some kind of little nails. And it opens up. There's no front, no glass front, which is fine with me. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in there yet. Obviously, higher items would be nice because it's a lot of space, and if I did something low to the surface, it won't show. So when I get the wallpaper, that goes back there, and it really goes better with the wallpaper colors that I'm getting versus this bright flower here. This will look a lot nicer. So I'm excited about that. I'm always saying I'm excited about that, but I really am. And I can't wait to get that wallpaper, seriously. And let's see, what else? You guys have any questions? Let me know. I'll try to read it real quick. It's hard for me on lives with my phone because they pop up really fast, and then it just fades away. There's got to be some of that. I'm going to show you something else here. Let's see. Oh, yes. You guys, if you saw my last video, this is another Temu item that I did get. And I thought the colors looked really good for the 1940s bakery. And it looks big filming it here, but it's really not. It's pretty much a 112. Might be a little, you could go with If you want it bigger, like for 1/6 size, you probably could use it for that too, kind of like a Barbie size. But it would work fine for this, and it's really nice. So it's metal. It's heavy. See, it's heavy. It's not plastic. It's well done, and it was only like $2.50, I think. And so I'll just put it in the bakery now. I have to turn on the light in the bakery so I can see. And I'm gonna squish down in here. And you know, I got this new light here that I'm really happy with. This is from a new seller too, but she sells more like resale items. So this was rehomed to me, and I love it because look at the base of it. It has that glass on the base, like a bubble. There's probably a name for that. I don't know what it's called. And then the hurricane lamp. And what I like about it here, I was going to do another lamp here, but I like this because it's frosted. And I didn't want something piercingly bright right up front at the dollhouse. So the size and the tallness and the frost really helped. And it's not a lot of space on here, so it's better that it's tall than wide. So it worked perfect. And the seller wasn't even sure if it worked or not because these were really inexpensive. She sold them for, and they're glass and everything, metal. I'm sure normally they'd be at least $35 each. But anyways, she didn't even know if it worked. She must not know how to test wiring. So I just risked it, and I thought, well, I have my own wiring here. If I wanted to rewire it, I could do it. But I wanted the white cord, and I didn't have any of that white cord left over. So there's the white cord. Otherwise, I just have this red and black. That's really heavy duty, but it's not very pretty. So like, see how this disguises best because it's white. And it worked. So I was really excited because it did work. Now, you know, I got the new stove back there, oven, if you saw that video of the new oven for the bakery. I'm gonna move back here so you can see it better. And then the percolator coffee that one of my subs was very nicely to let me know, because I forgot the name for that. I think there's another name for it too in America, but if you know that, I know I've heard a different name for it. My friend Tracy, I know she uses those. But anyways, all right, it's hard to hold the phone and place things, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna place the scale, but I was wanting to put it up there on the shelf, and then I have another shelf back there above the stove, because back then I found out, and one of the viewers here also explained this to me. I'm learning so much from you guys. It's wonderful. And then I researched it myself too with 1940s bakery photos and really looked at them. But most of the time they didn't stack a whole lot on their furniture. Like this hosiery, they did not stack a bunch of items on it. I mean, you could do that. I'm not saying it's wrong. But I did notice that they mostly used shells. Shells were the thing they used the most. Whoops, I almost hit that light. And so that's why I got a few shelves. Whoops. But, sorry, I'm trying to do this. All right, I have to put this at an angle, I think. There we go. I think I got it up there, see? But anyways, I might get two more shelves to put on the side here because I do have a lot of empty space over here. So over here, I could put even 3 shelves. I could really put a lot of fun items on there. The thing about houses, doll houses, or even regular houses, if you have a smaller room, no, you can go high with them. You don't have to go across. You can go up with your items. And also, it's always good to put items in the middle of the floor too. Don't put everything all around the perimeter of a room. Remember that you have that floor space to work with. But I don't know. You guys like I might position it differently after this, but for now, I just stuck it up there. And for it to be larger is fine since it is kind of further away from the front of the bakery. You can really see it. If it's real teeny tiny, you wouldn't even notice it. So in a way, it's kind of neat that it's a little bigger, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I should leave it like that or if I should actually make it look a little older, but then if it's the 40s, it's supposed to look new yet. It's not like it's supposed to look like if it was from the 40s and we had it today. But yeah, so any questions, anyone? Do you want to talk about any other topics or about miniatures? What is it, the reason you love miniatures? That'll be a question I'll ask you. My reason is it's a little of an escape from stress of life. It's somewhere you can go so you don't have to think about, I don't know, unpleasant thoughts. And you can just kind of escape for a while. It's kind of like reading a book. You know, you escape when you read a novel or something like that. Get off the news. I don't watch the news anymore, but that, you know, it's never good to be on social media all the time. Sometimes I get sucked too much into social media with being on YouTube that I'll try not to tempt myself, but it'll be in my face and I'll click on something. Lately, I've been watching women over 60 videos or even 70, and there's one I really love. I don't remember her name now, but she's so inspirational and I just love her. She's a pretty well-known channel. I don't remember her name, but then I've been watching some other ones that really been depressing me, and I'm like, why am I doing this? Because all they talk about is all the bad stuff that happens when you get old. All your aches and pains, all your health stuff, all your... I can't do that. It depresses me. I mean, I don't see how it's helpful even. So I have to really watch what I put in my brain. I'm a highly sensitized person. I do have anxiety disorder. I have to work on not actually putting my brain in a unsafe place, and sometimes that's unsafe. So I don't know if you guys are that way, but yeah, it's hard, especially the older we get. It does get hard because we have dealt with a lot in our life, and so we have to not look too far forward or too far backward. So that's why I like miniatures, so I can be in the here and the now. And right now I'm in the here and the now, and I'm trying to think of some other things to talk about. I want to do this for 30 minutes, so let me see. I don't even know where we're at. Oh, we're at 17 minutes. So I'm not really the talker by nature. I'm very introverted. So this is a little bit of a challenge for me because I'm not the, what do they call that, chatty Cathy, or nothing wrong with chatty Cathys. I like chatty Cathys because then I can just listen to them. But I'm not a chatty Cathy. But try to be one here now for you guys, because otherwise it's kind of boring, right? To see a live and someone's not talking. I'm going to go over into this room. And this, I'm not sure what to do with this house on the outside. I want to make all the houses Christmassy. So I was actually going to do that garland on this. I call this the Victorian farmhouse. And the reason I call it that, it looks like Ernest Hemingway's home from Illinois, and I did a whole video on that. It isn't, but it looks a lot like it. The only difference is this is a wraparound porch that is very squared off, and his is more the curvy wraparound porch. And this is more like a farmhouse squared off porch that would be on a farmhouse. And then I have the eggs here with the rooster. And I want it to be like it's by the lake, so I have some lake items, you know, here, welcome to the lake. And then I have the boat here. And so in my mind, it is more of a old Victorian farmhouse. And the kitchen to me just looks like a farmhouse. And that was the other reason I did that. I'm going to try not to put my finger in front of the camera. Sometimes that happens. I do always want to light these up when you guys see my live, so I'm going to do that. Probably should have lit it up before I started. Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. So this lady, I put an apron on her. It looks like a prairie apron, I guess you could say. We'll pretend she just made it. And yeah, I just think this kitchen looks very farmhouse-y, more than a Victorian kitchen would have been. And things are a little bit more rustic in here, I guess you could say. I did add that table. I showed you guys that last live. She needed more work surface. She was like, I need more work surface. I know, she's not really talking, but that's what I thought she said. And so I added that table because I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it anyways. And I love the color of it and the way it looks, and the floors in here I think look really nice with the surface of the farm. I call it Farmhouse round table. So like these floors look really nice. These are hard floors too. They're like a laminate. They're not paper. So I like that. And then I got this new purchase from Raggedy D Miniatures on Etsy. And it's really small little centerpiece. It has carnations in it. And it's just perfect for the center of this, because otherwise, if it was bigger, it would be too big. So it's hard for me to find, which is weird, an arrangement that wasn't too big, because they're usually huge. Like the one I have in the back, I mean, that would be way too big. No one could even see each other if they're actually sitting here. And I wanted something simple and that could go with the season. So this could even go with Christmas or Valentine's Day or 4th of July, or, you know, any of the seasons really. Carnations are all seasons, right? So yeah, this little boy, he's a little crazy playing with the dog. And I think that's about I don't know how much more I can say about this, but I'm probably going to end the live a little bit sooner today because I'm lost for words right now. So thanks for joining me, who's here, and I hope you all have a nice Sunday and that it's not too humid where you're at. So I'll give you one more chance if you wanted to say anything or write anything, because we're on 22 minutes. See how my voice is slowing down? I'm just trying to drag it out a little bit here. Aren't these little kitties cute? They're drinking milk, spilled milk. I actually had that little pail when I started with my little dollhouse that my grandpa made my mom in 1943. And I don't know whatever happened to it, so I had to reorder a new one later. But, you know, like a year ago, a lot later. And I always loved it. So it just brings me back to the one I used to have. And I just think it's so cute. I know a lot of people have those in their dollhouse. So, all right, well, I think I'm going to sign off now. And thanks for stopping by. See you soon. Bye.